the most eventful session.
Certainly.
Yeah, so much activity, so hype, much intense.
I have loaded the map, by the way.
Alright, I'm gonna refrain from dragging everyone else behind you. I'm just gonna drag you and Calorel around. You can just assume that they're all following you. You finish heading down the narrow staircase, which does even out and no longer becomes a spiral, and enter into a room. It does have a low ceiling, 3 meters, which isn't that low for a basement area. Not that bad, actually. Into a raised platform. There's a number of statues, either raised in supplication or expecting offerings. Statues don't look overly menacing. And over here you have a collection of chairs, some desks with stacks of papers on them. Follow me this way, please, sweets. Which confuses the others behind you as they follow, because they look at her and, you know, they think that she's one of them too. But you know better.
Well, let's not show that, shall we?
Yes. Yes, I can handle the movement of your token. She opens the door, steps through, guiding you into a hallway-like area, which I can slowly reveal territory for you as it goes. You can see branching paths leading off a column here with 2 casks and some equipment. Walk past that and continue on down south, where she takes you and leads you down this path here. Another door, can't see through that, and then a series of wooden columns, which rise up to the ceiling as you enter a larger room. Barrels and casks looking around the bend. You got an anvil there. She's explaining how, I'll go ahead and mime this as you're slowly walking. She says, "Now, as I noted earlier, it is such a treat to get someone of your caliber. Normally the desperate are also foolish as well. It's good to see a man who can handle himself. I do think you will be a worthy candidate for being first here, in the process of joining us of the group."
What exactly does that entail?
We Scarlet Serpents do not look kindly upon sweets. We believe in the superiority of our scales, in being born as dragonkin, and ruling. However, we have made a process so that those who were unfortunate by their birth would not be excluded. By agreeing to become a part of the Scarlet Serpents, you are agreeing to give up the heritage that has forsaken you and embrace a better way of life.
You speak as if you are not one of us.
Indeed, I am not. Clever, too. She looks back and with her ruined face offers you a, not a malicious smile, but an unnerving smile. Yes, I think you will do quite nicely indeed. She actually moves a hand over and like starts poking at your arm to like feel the muscle strength within.
That is slightly unnerving, probably as much as the smile, but Thomas will just, you know.
Yes. She cops a feel on your arm. Continuing to walk, these narrow cubby holes, one which contains an anvil, getting to this door here, stepping through it there. Now here is something more meaningful and causing a gasp of all the other humans behind you. The dragonkin stay back on the other side of the door. Within this room, it clears to be a holy site, a hallowed ground, or perhaps unhallowed, the case may be. There is a large fire here burning with incense, smaller fires here. There's a haze of smoke within the room, which is not an unpleasant smell, but it is strong and musky. To the side, there is an altar with a sharp implement, a dagger, perhaps an athame, which is made for ritual purposes, here as well. And there also is... I'm not sure whether your character has seen this before. Metagame-wise, I would describe it as an injection thing of some kind, with a needle and then like an instrument by which fluids would be put into your body. But it's not a common or even an uncommon thing here in Thomas's sight. So what he sees is like this vial-looking thing with fluid and then like a needle attached to it.
You can probably imagine what it's supposed to do, at least.
Yes. Thomas, given his incredible sight, will also notice that there are bindings lying on the altar, presumably to lash someone to it, enough to prevent them from moving.
Oh boy.
The process does take some time. It is best to begin now, if you would, but strip down. We can get this started. It would be unfortunate if your armor were to be damaged in the change.
I suppose it would be. Let's get this over with, then.
She gives that unnerving smile again.
Although, if it's not too much to ask, this process, was it invented by you?
Not by me, no. But I've seen it work well enough to know that there will be pain, but there will be lifting. She, like, moves a hand up to the ceiling powerfully, like it trembles. The hand, not the ceiling.
And it's permanent?
As it should be. After all, you are being shaped into something better. The three survivors, well, these two, they're not entirely sure they knew what they were getting into, but Ellie, like, the fire still burns in her eyes. She's committed to this. She wants to be better.
Well, now it's too late to run away.
Yes, there are 4 dragonkin following behind, and, considering the fact that she personally gave your group some trouble, you might have a hard enough time taking on an entire group by yourself.
That's not exactly the plan. Well, I guess Thomas will just, follow her instructions at this point.
Okay. Thomas strips down to nothing, lays on the... no, maybe not surprisingly, given the warmth of the room, because it certainly is a warm, closed-off area. The warm slab, which, now Thomas is looking a bit left and the right, and he's thinking he's seeing dried brown stains on this from where other people have bled on this thing.
Oh, pleasant.
Yes. The dragonkin guards move in and slowly begin the process of lashing you tightly, securing your arms and legs. Calarel assures you so that you do not move and interrupt the process before it can fully complete. It's for your own safety.
Of course it is.
Others have interrupted the process with regrettable consequences.
I can imagine.
With that done, and Thomas completely immobilized, she will say, this process will take an hour or so. You'll begin to feel the effects, though, rather soon. Enjoy your uplifting. She will press the device firmly into Thomas's neck, causing considerable pain, and press down with the fiery liquid, which gushes like venom through your veins. Thomas slips into unconsciousness to fight or accept what is happening to him. Speaking of which, why don't you just go ahead and roll me a d20 plus your Constitution modifier plus your level, Sheep.
Let's roll the worst one of my life. Ah, that's not bad. Okay.
Alright. And the dragonkin will stay to watch you. She leaves. Not that you could tell, being unconscious as you are, but you're still somewhat lucid. You don't lose entire focus and can dwell on the pain consuming your body. Meanwhile, back with the rest of the group, you know, the other 75% of the players here today. The three of you gather and set off to explore the area around the Scarlet Serpents, particularly pertaining to the main road. I will not have you roll skill checks for this. I will go ahead and tell you right now that by the looks of things, there is no other group within this area here, from north to, basically from the 12 o'clock position to the 3 o'clock position. It seems that if there is, they're either so small that they don't have any territory marked, or there really is no one there so close to the main road.
Alright. Well, that's a good sign at least. We kind of know where to go from there. The question comes then, guys, do we want to take on these people and try to like risk resources in gathering them? Or do we want to save our resources for sneaking into the Scarlet Serpent's place? Because we're going to have some fights with these guys to make them ours.
Yeah.
Some of them might have a fight entirely without any gain.
It's true.
How big are these gangs generally? Like they probably like only like 40 members or something.
You don't know. Like, Gen Zeros didn't really give you numbers. Like, you guys took out the fucking Hallow Talons, and that consisted of practically nothing.
Uh-huh.
I mean, these guys can't be that big.
Yeah, we could at least try to go to the
Gen Zeros would maybe advise, like, maybe 24 people at most for such tiny things. Otherwise, they'd be more prominent, and probably would have moved away from the Scarlet Serpents.
Yeah. Alright, alright. It might be good at what they do, though. So which one do you guys want to approach first? Raikumi is probably going to be forceful battle.
Yeah.
Well, the Coterie, I fucking don't know.
I know I'm not there, but out of character, I would probably go for the bugbears first, because they are most likely the easiest to convince.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we are gonna have to fight them.
Alright then, let's do it. Let's go to talk to the bugbears.
Okay.
Sure.
Into their territory.
Your group treks into the Raikumi gang territory, which is complete with poorly written graffiti about smashing Humi's good and nom all sweets and other sorts of what you imagine are derogatory images towards personages of your racial makeup, even Dwohurims.
You know, sure.
You don't get the eerie feeling that you're being watched like you have while traveling through other gangs' territories. Looks like a more dilapidated section of the ruins. Maybe these bugbears are interested in the finer things in life, like not guarding. And then as you're turning a corner, making sure that you can spot these bugbears, that you can begin your conversation, you see a hulking behemoth of a bugbear, built with muscle, with shaggy furs and straps of chain and leather wrapped over his body, a feral glint in his eyes, and a dim rays from the sun sparkle down and catch his teeth just so, gore-stained as they are. And it's a familiar face, come to think of it.
Oh.
Yawning and stretching and cracking his bones, loud pops that you can hear across the way. Swivels its head, popping, blinks, seeing you. Oh, how about that? Hello? I'm not open right now. It's not my stall. If you come back for the rust monster, I'm gonna have to charge you more.
Here comes the little says, "Oh, no. We have come for some other deal, in fact.
Do you still
One
have
that might be even more profitable than the last."
I like profit. I like money. Guys, get a table out here. And you hear, like, other sorts of, like, mumbling and grumbling. I said get a table out here! More mumbling and grumbling, like the bugbears. Other bugbears, who are not as physically intimidating as Yuzuk Bloodtongue. Like, bring out a table and some, like, blood-stained, sweat-soaked chairs. They look at you. But they're humans. He, like, clubs one of them with a meaty fist. The rest of the bugbears move away. Business is more important than anything else. Oh, what brings you to the lair of the Rick Humies gang? Good name, right?
Yes, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Says,
Cool, I like that. And he basically takes up, like, he doesn't get a chair. He gets a fucking bench. And he sits down and the wood creaks a little bit. Puts the meaty fist on the table. All right. Now, I'm not open for business, it's not my stall, but you found me. So I'll give you a few minutes of my time and see whether I want to eat you.
well, let's start out then. We're here, you're one of the baddest people on this side of the ruins. And as it happens, we hear that there are some others who don't think so. These scarlet serpents have been growing, and recruiting constantly. And, well... they are said to have quite a lot of wealth in there.
Scarlet serpents are good for business. They get rid of the humies. Don't have to worry about them. Bad for business. Waves a massive fist. Besides, you took care of my problems already. Killed that Gelk's annoying twit. Now I can breathe easy over there. Lets in a big breath just for show.
Except I heard the Scarlet Serpents want that land as well.
Where'd you hear that?
A brave rumor going around.
I haven't heard anything about that. I'm better looking than all of you put together.
Yes, you are. But remember, if they're trying to do this, they wouldn't be telling you about it, would they?
Well, how did you know that? If everyone's saying and they're not telling anyone, how does that work?
Well, some people's lips can be loosened by coin, and we thought, though, instead of making you pay, someone as prominent as yourself who's helped us out many times in the past with, well, your lovely Rubber Monster. Do you still have that, by the way? We thought we would pass this information on to you.
It's still in the cage, yeah.
Maybe I'll discuss business of that later. Much later.
525 gold pieces.
I'll speak to you at the Goblin Market for that. That's more of a business for the market.
Yes. Now you said some interesting things, I think, but you're not making a case for why I shouldn't eat you and then eat the Scarlet Serpents.
Well, if you could easily eat the Scarlet Serpents already, wouldn't you have done so? We might make it a little bit easier for you.
They're good for business.
For now, perhaps. But why would you need to trade with them if you could just take what they have? They could all be ours.
Give me a charisma-based skill check, Manaki.
Ooh, yes. Like, this is what you get for not letting me talk. One. So Hurim, being a Horizon Shaper, has had to talk to many bugbear bone-headed officials about their bullshit reasons for why they need this elevator finished by tomorrow.
It's funny that you said bullshit, Manaki.
Let's see what we can do. Oh, that's not terrible.
Gives this serious contemplation for a bugbear, which amounts to 12 seconds. Well, if I eat them, and I took their stuff, I could make new trading partners with their stuff, and I could trade with them. That's a great idea, but it doesn't work. There's too many of them. Looks at you. Look, I mean, I can eat a few, but there's way too many of the serpents. They chase me off. I'd have to pick up my rust monster and go sell it to someone else.
Well, I have heard there are other people around the Scarlet Serpent's territory who might want to bite as well. Since there's so many of them, can't eat them all. Perhaps if others ate some too, could eat so many together that there'd be none left.
Frowns. I'm not sure whether any of them eat Scarlet Serpents. I mean,
They can do with them whatever they want, right?
I mean, I guess the Darrow would eat the Scarlet Serpents. Yeah, they'd do anything. Yeah, I don't deal with them. I'd rather kill the Darrow instead. That'd be good for business. Darrow bad for business.
They're far away.
But if we get rid of the Scarlet Serpents are between me and what's bad for business.
Get rid of them, and you can fix your business. More money for you.
Make a charisma-based skill check.
You want a charisma-based skill check?
I do.
Sure.
I'm holding myself back super hard.
I can eat the Scarlet Serpents, take all the things, and then eat the... I won't eat the Darrow. Make me crazy. I kill them. Yeah, smash them real good. Yeah. We'll become the Wreck Darrow Gang. Yeah, but... Look, they're not really capable fighters. None of them are. I'm the strongest one of the entire lot, and they're not going to be able to take the entirety. If they all band together, I'm not even going to be able to work with them anyway. I don't like them. Bad for business.
What did he say?
What were we talking about?
Says, oh yes. Oh, he was about to take the Scarlet Serpent's stuff.
Oh yes, right, Scarlet Serpent stuff.
Good for business.
It's pretty well defended, though. They have lots of traps. I've tried to take their
we'll
stuff
find
before.
someone who good at taking traps down as well. You are the best of fighting, of course.
Yes, absolutely. I won't fight on the front lines, of course. That's what I have them for. They're good for business. I take what they're... Always more bugbear. Wreck you again. I ate some food out here! Then like the bugbears are like standing around like go get like meaty raw chunks of like a thick hunk of like turkey leg that hasn't even been cooked. And Yuzuk Blood Tongue begins ripping into it. Yes! More stuff. Maybe they have these too. Yes. Maybe I can eat them. Yes. Eat them. Take their stuff. Sell it to other people. Then take their stuff too. Why do you care?
Well, as it happens, they say that they be the baddest people around the ruins, and we'd like to prove them wrong. If they're the baddest, then we can't be part of the baddest, and you can't be part of the baddest, and, well, what's the point?
Oh, so this is like one of the pack Lowen's treats diplomacy. Yes, this is so you have your own group. Where are you at? I haven't heard of you. What are you doing?
Oh, we have it's a pretty small place out at the edge, but yeah, we have our own little group. We need a bit of a, reputation. And working with someone like you, well, it's a pretty good reputation. and taking down some of the Scarlet Servants with you. Well, it's gonna get both of us quite a lot of talk. A lot of good business.
Edge of the place, so, like, we're not even, like, near the Scarlet Serpents. I mean, I guess if we're fighting, that's fine, too. But, I mean, like, what can you bring to the table?
So, well, so it looks around, just quite a lot, in fact. We have people with magic. You'll sort of look to Fargus. Just feel this one.
Oozes with power. Just stares into Yusuk's eyes and just... I have my tricks.
Yusuk, like, stares back and sniffs, like, oh, that's what you smell like. Oh, I can respect that, yes. Yes, I don't know about those other frilly casters with their... Oh, I can, like, lift things and make sounds with my mouth before I crush them. But the Druid, I can respect that, yes.
Fargus nods.
That's good power, yes.
Of course.
I can almost forgive you being human. The wreck non-Druid gang. There we go, that's what it is.
Has a nice ring to it, I think.
Absolutely. What were we talking about again?
Wrecking the Scarlets.
Wreck Storm. Yes. And you...
Doing a match for us together.
Yes, together, how many you got?
I think, well, of his type, only a few. Of the smaller ones, quite a few.
Alright, well...
But you know, we thought that you'd have a lot of bugbears.
Yuzuka looks up at the sky, doing numerology. It's difficult to say what he's thinking about. Pauses eating. Alright, I like you. But it's gonna cost. I gotta motivate here. I mean, I could kill every single bugbear I have, but then I wouldn't be able to wreck the Scarlets, and I wouldn't be able to eat them. So I gotta motivate them other ways. Money. Need money. Business. It's good for business. Money. How much money you got?
There's plenty of money in the Scarlet's hideout, you know.
Yeah, but they don't understand that. They need it now. Like, puts down the meat, belches, clasps his meaty hands together. All thick and covered with blood. You tell me there's money there. I get that. You tell them there's money there. They say, piss off, sweet. Then they try to eat you.
They listen to you, don't they?
Not that well. He, like, shakes his head sadly. I like money. I mean, he, like, looks back like, if they all banded together, they could take me.
Pretty had more business.
As well, that would be many of them then. So, 20 gold, gonna be a little bit of a startup. That should do it. Motivate a few hands.
I mean, it's only like 1 gold piece each. The Scarlet Serpents are pretty fearsome. It's not even a full gold piece each for them. I don't know whether they're gonna go for silvers. Go fight the most powerful neighboring gang, with all their traps and, like, their walls and...
Oh, don't worry about their traps.
magic.
I can take care of that.
Make a charisma-based skill check.
Okay.
I guess druids can do that. Nature and power. It's like summons wolves or whatever, and they run into the pits and they die. That'd be great. I don't know about 20 gold, though. That sounds a little rough. That's not even like a full gold piece. They're gonna need a lot more motivation than that. I mean, I'm not even sure how well they can even spend 20 gold out here. They'd have to travel all the way to places. All the way back in this weather. I can barely keep them together. It's so damn cold. They won't want to do anything.
They might want...
How about
50 gold.
Well, 50 gold, that take care of them. I don't know about me, though. He, like, looks up at the heavens again, like, once again contemplating numbers.